On today's episode, we will be talking about the difference between psychologists and psychiatrists. Stick around and enjoy the episode.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome back to the Raise Your Banner podcast. Today we are going to break down the differences between psychologists and psychiatrists and what distinguishes these two professions. Let's start with some basics. Both psychologists and psychiatrists play vital roles in the mental health field, but they come from different educational backgrounds and have distinct areas of expertise. First up, let's talk about psychologists. Psychologists hold a doctoral degree in psychology, which is typically a PhD or a PsyD. This means that they've spent several years studying human behavior, emotions, and mental processes in depth. Their training focuses on understanding and diagnosing mental health conditions, and they often use talk therapy to help people manage and overcome these issues. Psychologists are experts in various types of psychotherapy, including cognitive behavioral therapy, psychodynamic therapy, and humanistic approaches. They also are skilled in conducting psychological assessments and tests to provide a detailed understanding of a person's mental health. One thing to note is that psychologists in most places cannot prescribe medication. Their main tools are therapeutic techniques and strategies designed to help people change behavioral patterns, develop coping skills, and improve their overall mental well-being. I've experienced and dealt with a number of psychologists throughout my own mental health journey. And again, let me caveat this by saying these are my experiences, and sometimes yours might be different or just not the same. For the most part, I've had a good run of every psychologist I've dealt with has been pretty good. Like the definition kind of said, they literally have fit the definition to a T for me. Most have either used some type of talk therapy or cognitive behavior therapy or conducted assessments in regards to my mental health and work through things that way. Lots and lots of talk therapy. And a few assessments and a few behavioral type modifications here and there. But I would say for me, the biggest thing to take away from my mental health journey is the large amounts of talk therapy, whether we focus on specific events or specific triggers or specific traumas, or just meeting to talk about what went on between the last appointment and what's bothering me at the time or what's bothering me during that day, things like that. So overall, pretty good run, like I said, with psychologists myself. They are there for to be part of our mental health journey and are an important part of our mental health journey. Let's shift gears a bit to psychiatrists. Psychiatrists are medical doctors with an MD or a DO degree. This means that they've completed medical school and a residency in psychiatry, which gives them a deep understanding of the biological and neurological aspects of mental health. Because psychiatrists are medical doctors, they can prescribe medication and are often involved in managing the medical side of mental health treatment. They assess both the mental and physical aspects of psychological conditions, and their approach often includes a combination of medication, management, and therapy. In addition to prescribing medication, psychiatrists may also use other medical interventions and collaborate with psychologists, social workers, and other professionals to provide comprehensive care. My first interaction with a psychiatrist was about halfway through my mental health journey. Now again, these are my experiences and yours could differ in a number of different ways. But for the most part, they were overall pretty good. I dealt with a psychiatrist and he did not only medication therapy, but he also did a lot of talk therapy along with the medication that he was prescribing me. And he was open and willing to work through a number of different medications as, like most other people, there are just some interesting side effects from any mental health drug. And I experienced a ton of them throughout the way. And, the majority of them did not do well with me until we finally got through about 6 or 7 different kinds and settled on the one I'm on now. And that one seems to, it settled itself out and worked pretty good. It works pretty good and has limited side effects. But overall, I've had a pretty good run of psychiatrists as well. At the same time, I did have an incident where I was going to be taken off of medication and then not weaned off it properly and got extremely sick and was in the emergency room twice in a matter of 72 hours due to withdrawal symptoms. So, there's things like that you do have to think about. Obviously, taking the drug route for your mental health journey is another step, and for some it's the next appropriate step. For others, it might not be. So, definitely something to think about when you're going along your journey here. But at the same time, the psychiatrists are there; they're the professionals, and if you're curious about the medication side of things, and you think that might be an avenue you want to pursue, have your psychologist or have your primary care maybe give you a referral to a psychiatrist and talk through it that way. To sum it up, while both psychologists and psychiatrists work to improve mental health, they do so from different angles. Psychologists focus primarily on therapy and psychological assessments, while psychiatrists have the medical training to prescribe medication and manage the biological aspects of mental health conditions. Choosing between a psychologist and a psychiatrist depends on your needs. If you're looking for talk therapy or psychological assessments, a psychologist might be the right fit. If you need medication management or have a condition that might benefit from a medical approach, a psychiatrist could be the best choice. I hope this helps clarify the difference between psychologists and psychiatrists. If you have any more questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to reach out to us on social media or via our website. Thanks again for tuning in, and remember, taking care of your mental health is a journey. Whether you're talking to a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or both, you're taking a positive step toward understanding and improving your well-being. Until next time, stick around.
Raise your banner if you need help, and raise your banner to let others know you're a safe person to turn to. Until next time, stick around and keep on moving forward. Research conducted by Matrixa Research Group. Artwork created by Jenna Bordinger at jbordingerart.com or at jbordinger_art on Instagram. And music by Josiah Renton, DJ Slowbro.